Welcome to this 20-minute Hong Kong FinTech Week 2021 Masterclass organized by Swiss Re. We will cover innovation for data-driven risk assessment, or what is called underwriting in insurance, and how those emerging innovations have the potential to make the world more resilient. My name is Yannick. I'm a global analytic business partner at Swiss Re. I've been based in Hong Kong for the last 11 years, helping insurers and their partners to innovate and scale value with data, technology, and artificial intelligence techniques. I will be supported today with two of my colleagues, Raymond Leung, covering life and health data-driven solutions, and Yannick, covering property and casualty solutions. I will first bring data-driven underwriting into current context and emerging trends. Raymond and Danny will then cover the existing protection and resilience gaps, with a special focus on affected Greater Bay Area customers. We will see how data and technology can bridge those gaps, illustrated with some of our ready-to-market solutions that we have already deployed across life of business, covering life and health, covering motors, natural catastrophes. Insurance is changing quite rapidly, and in particular in this part of the world. New customer preferences are emerging. Customer wants more value, more dynamic and digital engagement, more personalization, and have new protection needs. New technologies are now available at scale. There are more and more intelligent and cheap sensors all around us, starting from our smartphones, collecting real-time data, APIs allowing ecosystem and platform interactions, cloud computational power, allowing companies to process and transform data into insight. That is why insurers and their partners need to evolve and adapt now to this new normal and these new market dynamics in order to stay relevant. Insurers and their partners are all looking to harvest full power of the data they have access to better understand their customer and the risk that they onboard, and how to better manage and prevent it. It all starts from data they already have access to, but is too often siloed in legacy systems, or just simply very unstructured. Then looking at alternative data, starting from the existing distribution partners, and then moving to the new data available with these new technologies, sensors, and ecosystem partners. So it's now time to focus on transforming data using latest statistical models and AI algorithms in compliance with data privacy laws, latest regulation, and embedding responsible principles to create actionable insights and value for insurance. It's really exciting times where we see AI-enabled solutions, data-driven processes starting to scale all across the insurance value chain to better serve customers and better understand the risk. And this is true in particular at the time of underwriting. The insurance industry is now able to innovate at scale with data-driven underwriting solutions that have the potential to close the protection gap, to reduce the friction in the existing customer journeys, or to offer more dynamic, more personalized experience, starting with pricing. We believe that the Greater Bay Area, as a mobile, data, digital, and tech-led region, together with still a big protection and resilience gaps to fill, is really well placed to make it happen at scale. So let's now deep dive into those gaps and solutions. Raymond, how do you see those for life and health?
Thanks, Yannick. Yes, let's first talk about the life and health side. Many people talk about the huge growth potential of the Greater Bay Area market. We all know that this is a market of a population of 70 million people. But how large exactly is the opportunity for insurers in this region? First, if you look at the protection gap of the market, China as a whole faces a huge growth protection gap of 805 billion US dollar. This means that the customers have a very strong need for protection products. But is there a demand from the customers? To actually better understand the market potential of GBA and identify the growth opportunities, earlier this year, Swiss Re interviewed more than 2,600 customers in the region. What the customers in the Guangdong cities are telling us is that there is a strong demand for protection type products. Over 40% of them intended to buy protection products such as medical insurance, accident insurance, and critical illness insurance. This reflects the growth potential for insurers in the region. Now, how can insurers tap into this fast-growing market? To fully capitalize the growth opportunities, simply strengthening our distribution capabilities as in the past is no longer sufficient. As with many other industries, we need to show to our customers that we can provide personalized products and personalized services to them, bringing even more value to them on an individual basis. To do that, we need to leverage data to gain in-depth and personalized understanding of the customers. At Swiss Re, we mainly look at three kinds of personal data for advanced risk assessment, namely health and wellness data, financial data, and alternative consumer data. To get a sense of how risk assessment is done differently from the past, let's take a look at health and wellness as an example. Insurers so far have been using traditional clinical factors to assess the risk of customers. People self-report their biometric measures and medical history. They undergo clinical health checks during underwriting. But the major drawback of such approach is that the information of the customers are static, meaning that they do not reflect the change in customers' health over time. It also doesn't reflect the lifestyle of the customers when lifestyle actually matters. But now, as we all know, things are very different. We have new technology and new wearables these days. So what insurers can now do is a lot more than before. Swiss Re has come up with the big 6 lifestyle factors to assess customers' health. These 6 lifestyle factors are identified through evidence-based research, and they include factors such as physical activity, mental well-being, and sleep duration. They are consistently shown in scientific studies that they have a genuine impact on a person's health level. Using this sort of advanced way to assess the customer's health, Swiss Re have already launched 2 products, one in Singapore and one in Korea. Both products collect customers' data, lifestyle factors that dynamically assess the risk of them and reward them accordingly. We expect more and more products to adopt similar innovative and interactive approach in the future. So that was an example of how to gain personalized information and insights of the customers. But at the same time, speed and efficiency is also playing more and more a crucial role in the insurance world, especially in China. Think about the last time you were in China and think about how impressed were you with the overall digital capability there. Customers' purchasing habit in the digital world has changed a lot. Insurers need to strengthen their game in automation and straight-through processing to create a smoother and more efficient customer journey. At Swiss Re, our automatic underwriting engine is called Magnum. It currently processes more than 12 million insurance applications per year. Instead of simply processing rule-based underwriting, Magnum can now do a lot more with machine learning capabilities. It can help insurers better segment customers. It helps insurers to predict the best cross-sell products to customers. It also helps insurers to analyze customers' disclosure pattern to prevent fraud cases, and it can do a lot even more. This in turn definitely will help insurers to improve their sales and profitability in the future. So now we have looked at 2 examples of how Swiss Re Solutions is utilizing data analytics to help insurers capitalize on the growth opportunities in GBA on the life and health side. There are more examples like this, and the potential of similar capabilities is huge. There will be new risk factors that we can add to our risk assessment. There will be more advanced tools that we can leverage to take data analytics to the next level. And more importantly, these solutions will actually open up new doors for insurers and reinsurers to form new partnerships with global partners who will have more novel data and new technology capabilities that we can further leverage on, creating a virtual cycle. We do believe that such advancement in data analytics and technology will keep improving our ways to understand our customers and improve our ways to manage our insurance business. It will help us close the protection gap even more efficiently than before. So now I've touched on the life and health side, and next I will pass on to Danny to talk more about data analytics capabilities on the property and casualty side. Over to you, Danny.
Thanks, Raymond. So now turning to the property and casualty world, our purpose is to make the world more resilient by helping individuals, companies, and communities get back on their feet after a setback such as a natural catastrophe. And in trying to make the world more resilient, we see how cost-effective digital solutions is really the key to making insurance more accessible and therefore help to close that protection gap so that more people have the ability to protect their assets. And in fact, the protection gap from natural disasters stands at about $96 billion for Asia. And whereas in the advanced Asian economies, more than 3/4 of natural catastrophe exposures are uninsured, in the emerging markets of Asia, this figure is a staggering 96%. So just imagine for a moment if you suddenly lost 96% of the value of your assets just because you didn't have insurance in place. That's the protection gap that exists in these markets. So one of the solutions that can help to address that protection gap by leveraging data-driven underwriting is parametric insurance. It's a type of insurance that pays out a set amount when a trigger event that exceeds a pre-agreed parameter or threshold occurs. So it's different from traditional insurance, which only pays out a claim after the insured has suffered a loss. And our parametric solutions have been designed to be simple, affordable, and digitally distributed. And we have a range of products that are based on different trigger events, such as earthquakes, excessive rainfall, flood, or tropical cyclones or typhoons. And recently, Swiss Re provided parametric cover to the entire state of Nagaland in northeastern India for excess rainfall. And there was a stepped payout feature in proportion to the amount of recorded rain to mirror its impact. And closer to home, we've worked with local insurers and various provincial governments in Guangdong province to develop parametric products for typhoons, floods, and excess rainfall. So it's this ability to create simple digital parametric products. It's clearly been enabled by the availability of granular geospatial data, along with customers in recent years seeking that digital customer journey. And so while the payout amount may not match the actual loss, and therefore this product is designed to supplement rather than replace traditional insurance, but we think that parametric insurance is a really good first step towards addressing that protection gap in so many of these underinsured communities in a very scalable and accessible manner. So now if we turn to P&C insurance more broadly, over the next 20 years, it's clear that it's going to undergo a fundamental transformation. It's going to become riskier and more complex. And so while the property and liability lines of business will grow faster, motor insurance will continue to be the largest line of business. And it's expected to double to at least $1.3 trillion in premium by 2040 globally. And this growth will be driven by a variety of societal, technological, and environmental factors that will change the entire motor industry. And this is something that Swiss Re understands very well through our research and development in forward-looking automotive and mobility solutions. So we've been looking at what the implications are of the shifting definition of mobility as vehicles become more connected, are more automated, shared mobility becomes more prevalent, and there are more and more electric vehicles on the road. And we also look at what that means for motor underwriters who no longer rely solely on historical data points, such as the age of the driver or how many claims they've had in the last 3 years. More recently, we've been seeing usage-based insurance or telematics on the rise, as customers are increasingly looking for convenient app-based solutions. And so this is where Swiss Re can help insurers to develop these telematic solutions, which are fundamentally more accurate because they use machine learning-based algorithms to analyze the driver's driving behavior and patterns. But if we look at what's next, what's around the corner as the motor industry is moving towards autonomous vehicles, then we know that vehicles are increasingly equipped with more and more advanced driving assistance systems, or ADAS, which actively supports the driver in avoiding collisions. And so these would include features such as blind spot monitors, lane departure warnings, or electronic stability control, to name a few. And insurers do face that challenge of knowing which of these ADAS features are installed in a particular vehicle, what their impact on safety is, and to what extent drivers even use them or switch them on and off. So in response, the ADAS risk score was developed by Swiss Re and BMW Group with the aim of solving this issue and developing a vehicle-specific insurance rating mechanism that insurers worldwide can use to calculate premiums by taking these safety features into account. So whether it's parametric insurance or motor or any other P&C solutions, Swiss Re is helping clients both in Asia and worldwide to meet the challenges of today and tomorrow by really leveraging data to drive innovation in underwriting and also to bring protection to more consumers.
Well, thank you, Raymond and Danny, to let us go through all this fascinating, innovative underwriting data-driven solution. So that concludes our masterclass for today. However, if you want to know more, here's some curated material and thought leadership provided by Swiss Re and the Swiss Re Institute. All this material is available online and is free. Feel free to have a look and download what is relevant to you. We're also available during the Hong Kong FinTech Week or later. So feel free to reach out directly to one of us. It was a real pleasure to speak to you today at this masterclass on data-driven underwriting innovation for a more resilient world. And we are looking to implement some of those solutions with you in a close future. Please stay in touch. Bye-bye.
There is data. There is big data, but still there are no big insights. Is the data reliable and accurate? Is there capability and capacity to build solutions now to unlock the next? Is there a unified way to access this data for insights across the value chain? Introducing Swiss Re Impact Plus. From data to disruption within seconds. Integrate. Analyze. Action. Visualize. Delivering the next now. Access insights anytime with ease, speed, and efficiency. Visualize portfolio performance and its geographical disruption. Support insurers in personal property to gain profitable market share. Understand industry and location-specific insurance risks. Power your insights, intelligence, agility, growth with Swiss Re Impact Plus.